Hello everyone, hope all is well. This is Windrider, and today we're doing a collection video, and this is going to be a collection of my WWE replica belts. So before we start things off, a little bit history. I started watching WWE when it was still WWF. I started watching professional wrestling around 1999, and I stopped watching around 2007, 2008. So I was watching at the height of the Attitude Era, and I watched through essentially the Ruthless Aggression Era. After 2007, 2008, I kind of stopped watching, but around 2019 and 2020, I was watching YouTube, and for some odd reason, like professional wrestling videos and like wrestling news kind of went into my feed, so I started watching those, and I started slowly getting back into professional wrestling. WWE, but I also started getting into like Impact, ROH, and even a little bit of New Japan, and when AEW came out, I started watching news about them. I also, like, after that, I started watching, like, some old clips, like, old matches from WWE, and especially during the WWF days. Then I also started watching some old videos, too, of, like, AJ Styles and TNA. And, yeah, that got me started back into watching professional wrestling. And I also started collecting, as you can see, in around 2022. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna start off with the big belts, just because I have more mini belts than big belts, so I'll start off with the big belts, or the regular size belts. So, I do have another belt that isn't in here. I do have the NXT UK Championship belt, but that's actually at my office, at my work. I'll probably eventually bring it back here, but yeah, it should be here, but it's not. Anyways, let's start off with this. I have here the Big Gold WWE World Heavyweight Championship. As I said, I was watching during the Ruthless Aggression, so I saw this on Batista and Undertaker and Edge. I do like this belt. I like this a lot. The only thing I don't like about this is that this is a 2mm. Also, if I hadn't said it earlier, all these belts are from WWE shops, so they do have like the patchwork and sticker there. World Heavyweight, WWE's version. The Undisputed, I saw this on Eddie Guerrero and Brock Lesnar. I think Kurt Angle held this, but yeah, definitely big fan of this one too. And then this is the WCW World Heavyweight, the 1991 to 1994 version. I wasn't watching back then, obviously. I started watching in 1999, but I do like this belt. It is really nice. And right here is the ECW World Heavyweight. I think this is the one when they brought it back around 2005, 2006. Yeah, I think this is that version right here. And this was the belt, except for when it said F. This was the belt that I grew up watching, or when I first started watching, the Big Eagle. Definitely this belt means a lot to me, just because this is when it all started. Saw this on Kurt Angle, Triple H. Saw it also on Kane. Kane was actually one of my favorites growing up. Then I saw it on Steve Austin and The Rock. Yeah, those rivalries with Rock, Triple H, Steve Austin, Kurt Angle, really awesome. Then we're gonna go to the Winged Eagles. So I have the blue and white Winged Eagle. This is the first version that they had. So this is the one where the bars aren't sticking to the main plate. I do like this still. It's not accurate, but I like it a lot. I do like the Winged Eagle design. So I got the blue Winged Eagle, the white Winged Eagle, and this is actually the dual plated one. So this is the one where the bars are sticking onto the plate right here. This is actually my favorite design. I did not grow up watching this because I grew up watching that, or when I first started watching, it was that belt, the Big Eagle, but this is actually my favorite design. I really like the whole eagle, like the eagle design here. So yeah, those are the regular size replica belts. And like I said, I do have the NXT UK version, but that's at my office. Alright, so with the regular size replica belts out of the way, let's start with the mini belts. So I separated it between these two groups here. So this is the modern era, post 2008, so after the Ruthless Aggression, so 2008 and above. This is before 2008, so Ruthless Aggression, Attitude Era, and Classics anytime before. Let's start off with this group right here. Okay. Well, let's go with these guys, the special ones first. So this is the SummerSlam 2023 version. Here, let me take it out. Yeah, SummerSlam 2023. It's kind of hard to see on the camera, but it does say 8/05/2023 because that was when SummerSlam was. Then I have here John Cena's Legacy belt. There's the whole spin thing. And yep. That's John Cena's Legacy. With also the carrying case. And Undertaker's. This is the signature mini signature series. So as you can see, it's based off of the Winged Eagle. But I like this color scheme. It's actually pretty nice. And the carrying case right here too. Whoops. Alright, we'll put that there. And let's start off with the pre-2008. So over here, this is going to be the World Heavyweight. This is WWE's version. It's kind of hard to see it, but for people who don't know the difference, for the people who don't know, who can't really tell the difference between these two, they're very similar, but there's no WWE over here. It's a little hard to see. But over here is the WWE logo. This one doesn't. This is the WCW version. So, World Heavyweight Championship. And this is WCW's version. So, Big Gold WWE, WCW Big Gold, ECW, Smoking Skull. I need to get this. I need to get the big one of this, big version, and the spinner belt. I need to get the big version of this too. Over here, this was a special belt. This was just a special superstar belt made for Stone Cold. I don't think they ever made a big version of this. White Winged Eagle. This is based off of the first version, so the bar is not connected. Blue Winged Eagle. Black Winged Eagle. Again, this one's actually based off the first version, so again, not connected. Big Eagle. Attitude Era. So they didn't put the Attitude logo though. Either way, Big Eagle. And the Undisputed. Right there. So those are the World Championships, except for this one. I got the Hardcore. Got the European. Yeah, see the Attitude Era. They did not put it on this. They did not put it on this one for some reason. But yeah, so the European belt, Hardcore belt. This was the Oval Intercontinental one. So this one was they used this for both the Attitude Era and I think they also, I'm pretty sure they used it also for the Ruthless Aggression. I don't think they changed the design for this. And this was the original Intercontinental one, the black one. Quick rundown: Black Intercontinental, Oval Intercontinental from Attitude Era, European, Hardcore, Steve Austin Superstar, White Winged Eagle, Blue Winged Eagle, Black Winged Eagle, Big Eagle, Undisputed, WWE World Heavyweight Big Gold, WCW World Heavyweight Big Gold, ECW World Heavyweight, Smoking Skull, and WWE Spinner. And now we're gonna go to the newer versions, let's just say the post 2008 ones. Let's start off with this one, the United States belt. They have the Ruthless Aggression did have a United States belt. It looks almost exactly the same. The only difference is that it's a scratch logo, and the blue here is all gold. if they ever release that version, I'm gonna get one. But yeah, so the United States belt, the NXT North American, NXT Cruiserweight. No, not the NXT Cruiserweight. Sorry, this is just WWE Cruiserweight because the NXT also has their own version. Yep. And then the Raw Tag Team. Then you got the White Intercontinental. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is the one that Cody brought back. WWE UK, Universal Blue or Blue Universal, and then the 2013 WWE Championship. And yeah, that is all the belts. Over here is a tub of extra belts. So these ones, I don't have a display on I don't have a display for these guys yet, but assuming, if I had a blank check, I'd have a display for these guys that would be out in the open. And these guys are just extra belts of these guys, just extras. I'm really into collecting, so I buy more than one belt of the same one. The main thing that I'm trying to collect, what I like to do with these guys, not with those because those are too expensive, but with the mini belts, I like to get 4 of every one. So 1 would be on display, 3 would be in storage. And yeah. I only need 1 more of this, and I need 1 more of the ECW World Heavyweight. I already got 4 of these, the Black Intercontinental. I only have 2 of these each. So I need to get 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. I mostly did that for I'm mostly doing that for the belts that were pre-2008, just because, I really like those. Like, that's the wrestling that I watched at first. And also, I do like the classic designs, like that guy, like the Winged Eagles. For this one, I only have 2 of these. Everything else I have 1 of, except for this one, I actually have 4. So I need to complete the 4 sets of Hardcore, European, and Oval Intercontinental. Then I'm probably, for the newer belts, I'm probably just going to stick for 2 for each for now. Except for the World Championships, I do want to get 4 of the Worlds. So I need to get the red one, and then 3 more of the blue one. Yeah, for my strategy for collecting belts and collecting these guys is that I first started with an era. So I wanted to collect the belts first of essentially any belt below 2008. So from Ruthless Aggression to Attitude Era to Classic. When it comes to the mini belts, I first went for the world title belts. So the Undisputed, Big Eagle, Winged Eagles, ECW. I first wanted to collect these guys, the world title belts. Then once I got those, I then went for the mid cards, Intercontinental and these guys. Same thing with this one. Well, these guys I kind of just bought these when they were on sale. But I was really going for the world title belts first, and then the mid cards. That's what I'm doing with the the regular size replicas too. I'm going first for essentially any belt before 2008 for the big replicas, and I'm going for the world titles first. So the main belt I need to get next is actually I need to get the WCW version of the big gold. I need to get the spinner belt, the big spinner belt. I need to get the big smoking skull, and then I need to get I need to get the Big Eagle, the blue version though. I already have the Big Eagle black version. I need to get the blue version. So once I collect those, I do want to also get the newer versions of the white winged eagle, blue winged eagle. I want to get the all gold winged eagle, and then I think they had the purple one, so I want to grab those. So I'm gonna get those first, and those are the belts I'm gonna prioritize. And then once I finish the world title belts, I'm then gonna go for the mid-card belts from the Attitude Era and Ruthless Aggression Era. So I'm gonna go for the tags, so the one on SmackDown, the one on Raw. I'm gonna go for Intercontinental. I'm gonna go for the classic black Intercontinental when it comes back on shop. I need to go for the Hardcore, the European, and the Oval Intercontinental. So essentially everything here, I need to get the big versions. I need to get the big version of this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. I need to get the big version of this guy, and this guy, and the WCW version, and the blue version. And then once I get that, I'm gonna start on these guys. The only exception is that I have the NXT version, the big NXT version though. And I'm always buying them when they're on sale. I'm not buying them full price, because holy crap, that's expensive. I always buy the belts when they're on sale from either Fanatics or WWE shop. Essentially, once I get all of these big versions, except for that guy, once I get all the big versions of these, I'm gonna start getting the big version of these guys. Then hopefully after that, I'm gonna try going for other promotions like NWA. I do especially like AEW's belt, and also I also like the New Japan belt, so I want to get those belts after, but that's gonna be after I complete all of this. When I receive more, I'm gonna definitely do updates. I probably won't do like a big update like this one until I build a collection more. So maybe if I get like 4 or 5 more belts, I'll do another collection update, especially with the mini belts. But I'll probably do like separate videos when I buy new belts. And that does it. Thank you everyone for joining me today. This has been Windrider, and I shall see you all next video. Peace out, you beautiful nerds.